Hey, Shelton, how much was Arizona tonight just true to their form, stealing bases, putting pressure on the defense and getting offense from the top?
Yeah, I mean, they got a good club, and that's why they're leading the National League West, and they put a ton of pressure on you, and we saw it tonight.
What do you think Rich's biggest challenge was tonight?
It looked like his curveball wasn't as sharp as it's been in the past, and he struggled with the command of it, and then when it was in the zone, it was up in the zone, and they took good swings at it.
What do you make of Gallen's outing tonight?
He's good. I mean, that's why he's leading the National League in wins. The ability to execute the fastball to both sides of the plate, the addition of the cutter. I mean, the changeup's elite, but yeah, he was really good.
Your leadoff hitters in the first 3 innings all flew out on the first pitch they swung at. Was there a thought to being aggressive against a guy like Gallen tonight?
Well, he throws a ton of strikes. So, I mean, if you get a good pitch to hit, you got to go after him because he has the weapons to put you away. And, it wasn't so much of that was the approach. I think he was in the middle of the plate, and the fact of when he's in the middle of the plate, you got to take swings at it.
I know we've talked about this earlier in the year at times, but the way that Diamondbacks played tonight, is that kind of going back to the way you guys were back in April? Is that what you're kind of striving for right now, to play that type of baseball?
Yeah, I mean, our personnel is a little bit different now than it was in April with the ability to move. I mean, they have superior athletes on the field throughout. I mean, we're talking, the 3 guys they had at the end of the game are 21 years, 22 years old, and are really good athletes and can move. And and what Carroll does, this guy's one of the elite players in the game, and he's 22 years old. So, yeah, I think, us being able to move and do things is something that's important. And right now, our personnel is a little bit different than it was earlier.
How does Corbin Carroll impact a game?
Yeah, tremendously. A guy that can, plays elite defense. He's got 18 homers and almost 50 ribbies in the first half, and can run. So yeah, we're talking about one of the good young players, one of the better young players in the game.
Shelton, I asked this knowing it's not going to be just one thing or anything, but having a more consistent offensive output in the second half of the season, what goes into that?
I think number one, we got to get healthy to see where we're at, and our young kids have done well. Gonzalez is swinging the bat well, Triolo's swinging the bat well. So it's more about just staying with it and continuing to get better. I don't know if there's one single formula, because over the last 8 or 9 days, we've actually swung the bats pretty well. So I think we just need to continue to build off it, and tonight we just got pitched to.
You brought up Triolo with Key Bryant out. How much do you think of a likelihood is there that he's going to get a good look at third base?
Yeah, he's going to get the time with Key out. He'll get the time at third, and he's played well. Defensively, he made the play, early in the game on the ball that I think Marte hit. He played really well in the Dodgers series. This kid's a good defender.
Henry Davis behind the plate, impressions from one inning?
Yeah, he did a good job. We had a situation where we hit Palacios and wanted to keep him in a game. It was a deficit game, and I thought he did a nice job.